Hello and welcome to my channel. So this massive thing covering the entire frame is watercolor snacks, and this is going to be the fall watercolor snacks. I did get the spring and summer one as well, but I was having a few issues in my personal life, and the reason why I didn't post those is covered in a video of sort of what I was going through. In short, a lot of burnout and a lot of other mental health issues going on. But I'm back and I have new watercolors. So I am super excited. I think the one thing that disappoints me sometimes with the watercolor snacks box is that we can see the main palette, and yes, it's good for advertising for new people, but no matter what I do, I end up stumbling across it and I can't unsee what I already saw, even if it was like 2 months ago. So fortunately, part of it's spoiled. Okay, need to avoid the camera. Maybe. How am I going to do this? Oh goodness. I feel like the last box was not this big. Maybe I'm just misremembering. Oh, that's unfortunate. Oh no. Oh, so this is watercolor paper and my corner is smashed. Oh gosh. That means that at least the top 4, I think, are just all going to have a damaged edge. Guaranteed top 4 all damaged. That's annoying. Anyway, what type of paper do we have? It says traditional watercolor paper. I'm not entirely sure if that means that it is hot pressed or cold pressed. I think it might be cold pressed, maybe. I'm not sure. Anyway, it's 300 GSM, that's good. And acid free, so that is very good for long term. Okay. And oh, looks like we also have an aqua board. I have gotten another one in, I think, another Art Snacks box, and I didn't use it just because I wasn't sure what to make. So now I have 2. So this will be interesting. Okay, so far 2 surfaces. Putting them off to the side. And then we have a sticker. I'm going to get the menu out off camera so we don't spoil everything. I mean, part of it is spoiled, but anyway. So this is supposed to be fall. And we have a very wintry sticker. I'm so confused. Fall, but it's wintry, and oh goodness. The number one complaint about this box is the fact that with how the timing is, like, I don't know what happened when they were starting it, but like winter we didn't get until February. And then it feels like we're getting the boxes at the end of the months or close to the end of the seasons. I mean, like summer was in August. In all honesty, I would love a summer box at the beginning of summer to just use all summer. Okay, so this is the palette that we got spoiled. Okay, so this is Core. How do you call these? I think it's Core Watercolors, QOR. And so this is a specific curated set. And in all honesty, I think the summer palette felt more fall-y than this palette. And yes, fall-y is the description I'm going with. It's a fine description. Okay, we're going to hold on to that because I'm struggling. it looks like you got some Smarties. I do love Smarties. Let me put that off to the side. Those are brushes. Okay, let's see what other materials we have. Okay, washi tape. Sounds good. Ooh. Not entirely sure if this is not my favorite watercolor pencil from Faber-Castell. My favorite ones are the Albrecht Dürer ones. But I do love this, but I don't know what color it is. I mean, obviously, looking at it, it looks like a yellow-orange, but what is its name? And then we have this thing, which I think I got the exact same color in an Art Snacks like a year ago. So, oh, it's okay. Hi there, I'm just going to interrupt myself for a second, and it looks like I don't have that color. I don't know, I thought I did. Who knows? Anyway, that is all. Then we get 3 brushes, which this is supposed to be the equivalent of getting 3 months of a monthly subscription, and you just have it piled into one. So it's supposed to be getting higher quality stuff all at once in a bigger quantity versus like one thing here, one thing there. Okay. Oh, only one of the brushes were protected. Fun. But these are soft. Soft fan brush. And then this is oval. Oh, filbert. Okay. My bad. Filbert. And then a little tiny toothbrush, since its protection is falling off. Yeah, these are just completely soft. It feels like this one doesn't have much molding on it. The one that has the most like form that they did to it was definitely the little round brush. And okay. Yeah, washi tape. Okay. I'm sorry. I'm not going to be one of those that gets excited over washi tape. Why is that? Because I have a bunch of washi tape already, and a lot of my washi tape I use for my bullet journal instead of my artwork. I will use a lot of times masking tape just because I like having more area gripped to the table. Let's see if I can find my masking tape quickly. I have to say find it because sometimes it travels. Okay, so masking tape with, washi tape with. Washi tape is about half the width of it. So even if I have a small amount on the paper, like even if I did half of it on the paper, I have more area holding it down, and I find that it doesn't pop up as much when you put that area. So unless the washi tape they give us has super stick capability, I'm not entirely sure I'm going to like it. So here's a little sleeve on it. I will say this container looks cool. Oof. Because it's bubbly and bubbly. And okay. It's everywhere. It's still not as bad as the damaged paper. The damaged paper is really bugging me and I don't like it. But let's see. We have, is that dairy lead yellow? What is that supposed to mean? I'm not entirely sure. Ultramarine blue. Pretty standard blue. Permanent alizarin crimson. I've gotten this crimson before from Art Snacks. I still haven't learned how to pronounce it. Sap green. Let's see. Dioxazine purple. Oh goodness. Are we just going to have a bunch of colors that I can't pronounce today? Transparent brown oxide. Okay, so what I saw when they sort of spoiled it. Oh, come on. Okay, got that out. So this tin is warped. Oh, that's lovely. I don't know if you can see it on camera, but it is so warped that it doesn't lay flat. I have to push it down for it to be flat. Anyway, you can have the mixing in here, or you put dots of the colors in here, and then you can have just the tubes in here, dots of colors here, mixing area here, and then put it all together. Or if you want, if you had smaller brushes, you can put a couple smaller brushes in here, paint here, take it with you. Once it's dry, once you're done, let this dry, and then put it back in, which is pretty cool. Oh, it sits flatter when the lid's on. That's interesting. Okay, well, yeah, I'm not entirely inspired by the color palette, so I'm going to think on it, what I'm going to do. I'm not going to talk during the creation of the art piece, and I will see you on the other side. Okay, first off, excuse the nails, I'm mid-painting them right now. And secondly, yes, I did cheat. I used supplies other than what was in the box because I had this cute idea and I really wanted that liner. And then in addition, this was the one we got, and I tried using this to do a couple of the buildings just to be more of a grayish building because I was having a little bit of trouble mixing it. So yeah, it was very interesting trying to do this piece with the palette. I mean, this is the result of the palette. Like, I am not going to be trying to clean all of this out. I might try to clean out this wall, and this wall. But these I'm going to keep because I had mixed a good amount in there and they weren't bad mixes. But yeah, I decided to do this piece because these are some of the things I'm going to be dressing up as this weekend. So I'm publishing this on Friday. It actually took me a couple days to do this piece because I'll do about 20 minutes at a time and then I'll take a break, and it took 2 days for painting, another day for sketching and doing the line work, so it took a while, but definitely was worth it. So the reason I was doing this and the reason my fingernails are painted, and actually I started dyeing my hair also today, was because I am going to a comic convention and I'm going to be dressing up. And these are inspirations of what I'm going to be dressing up as. So I'm not doing full cosplay, but something inspired by Pokemon, an Batgirl look, and a Ninja Turtle, specifically Donatello. So that's where the purple really works for these two. And the hair dye is mainly for the Batgirl. So, feel free to let me know what you think. I will say I found it incredibly difficult to try to mix a skin tone, and I was getting so frustrated. I mean, this was a whole page and my kooky doodle. So this was the pencil down here, and I was like, okay, it's okay. It's not going to be a skin tone. So then I was mixing. This was my experiment of mixing this with the red. This was also my swatch page. So bright and colorful. I love it. It just made the skin tone very difficult. I mean, I thought I got some really beautiful darker skin tones, like this one. I don't know if it's going to show up on camera as nice as it is in person, but that is a beautiful skin tone. But yeah, for the character and the portrayal I was trying to mimic, I was really having trouble getting that skin tone. And yeah. And also, have you spotted the Batarang yet? Feel free to let me know if you have seen it. But yeah, I thought this was really fun to do. It definitely was interesting. The one thing of adding these to the building colors, I'm trying to get it to show up on camera. It might not. You're definitely seeing it in Batgirl's buckle. But I added that and it makes it shimmery. It sort of is in the bridge too, but didn't quite get it as good. So yeah, I definitely think this was an awesome box. I'm getting annoyed at the brushes. Like, yay! Fan brush, awesome. Oh, I can deal with that. This one, I don't know. I think I personally love round brushes. So when I get a set of these, it was really frustrating. I ended up getting this round brush out, which was from a previous WatercolorSnacks box. I've just been keeping it on my desk. It's a size 6 round Princeton brush, and honestly, I probably would have done the entire thing with this and maybe a little bit of this one. The really annoying thing is they have these stickers. You can see only one is left. I got frustrated because when I try to get these stickers off, I don't know if you can see it, but like on here, this is stuff it's been sticking to it. Like when I try to get the sticker off, the sticker itself came off. All the sticky stuff remained. The sticker itself is no longer sticky. I could try to put it on anything and it will not stay. So yeah, that was really annoying. I have two brushes that I don't like touching part of them because they're sticky. And then this one, it bugs me having the sticker on. And I know it's not that big of a thing to complain about, but for sensory issue, if you don't like sticky, it's a big deal. So yeah, minor complaints. It depends who you are. Minor complaints. I do like a lot of the palettes. I know I was saying something about how I thought the summer box had more of a fall color palette, but when I really started looking at the colors, it was a very warm palette, which I do like for fall. So I do think that was pretty good, and it took sort of getting into using them. I did think that it was a little bit limiting on different things I would have tried, because if it was a cooler palette, I might have tried something else. I think it would have been good. I think the characters were good, but I think I would have liked a different green for the background and probably using a little bit cooler. The grass is just a mess. It's a mess. I know. As for this watercolor pencil, pretty good. I honestly felt like I was going to snap in half. It is so thin. Just for comparison, I'll grab one of my favorite watercolor pencils. Trying to get it out of its container and not smudge my nails is a challenge. Okay. This is my favorite watercolor pencils versus this. I mean, I don't even think it's the same size as a normal pencil. Let's get a normal pencil. Yeah, it's thinner than a normal pencil. So it ends up being just like so small that I felt like I was just going to snap it. And it was really frustrating because, again, it was thinner than a pencil. Like, I don't feel comfortable using something like that. And sometimes with watercolor pencils, I like to press down. Like, I was trying to get a lot of pigment down for the cape and everything, but the moment you start pressing down a little bit, it becomes so frustrating. So, anyway, the actual paints, I liked them. Good. Like, I will be using them in the future. I'm not entirely sure if I'll be using them like this unless I make this a little travel palette and add one or two other colors to it. I might do that. I think it's getting excessive to have 3 brushes in every single box. Because honestly, if there wasn't a couple of these brushes, could have easily gotten a better watercolor pencil, if not a couple of them. Oops. So in all honesty, I think that they need to look at the brushes, and I know it's supposed to be if you get one box, you can do a bunch of different stuff with it, and I get that it's supposed to be for a starter, but at the same time, I think they could get away with 1, maybe 2 different sizes, especially if they did a round brush, because I feel like round brushes are so versatile. And if they were just to limit one of the boxes to maybe 1, 2 brushes and included other things, I think the value would be a little bit more better well spent. So that is my personal opinion. And in all honesty, I do enjoy these boxes. I'm just getting sick of the brushes. Like, I don't use many brushes. I have a collection of brushes that I don't use. So for a starter, yeah, it's really good. Oh no, it's stuck. Sorry, I interrupted myself because I put my finger on the brush and it stuck to me. Okay. So anyway, if you're just starting out and it's your first box, you hardly any watercolor supplies, it is fantastic. But I'm just going to warn you, if you continue doing it, you're going to end up getting more brushes than you'll ever use. So keep that in mind. But other than that, I thought it was pretty good. So I'm going to go finish getting ready and get all my costumes going. Yes, it's a 3-day convention and I have 3 outfits for each day. I will be sitting in on many panels talking about comic books and the artwork of it and how to get into that, as well as there is a book illustration panel, some panels about noveling and writing novels. So I'm super excited for this weekend. And it'll be very interesting to see all the different artists that are at the convention. And yeah, I'm excited. So while you're watching this, I will be having fun doing that and taking lots of notes for future reference. I'm so excited. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please consider subscribing. I am posting more videos again, and I will be actually doing some holiday gift lists soon of suggestions for artists. So those will be coming out not this weekend because, well, yeah, comic book convention, but it'll probably be next week or next weekend. So I hope you enjoyed the video and have a bat-tastic day. Bye.